50 years in business for your dad. On a personal level, how's that? You must be really proud of him.
Oh, it's amazing. He doesn't like talking about himself, but the story is this is a lad who came from India, because there was no such thing as Pakistan then, who witnessed genocide when the partition happened between India and Pakistan, and then to be able to have an opportunity to come to this country and work solid from nothing to what we've got now. This is only a small percentage of our business. Our main business now is property dealings, you see. You know, we've got a lot of properties in Wrexham, and we've got, you know, houses here for rent and stuff like that. And that's all from the sheer dedication and hard work of my father. It's not easy to come to a foreign land with no money and then start from nothing and build up literally an empire, to the point 50 years later you're almost part of the heritage, the fabric of Wrexham. And this is what we've had. I mean, from the responses, people have come in all the time, oh, happy birthday to my dad, and it's nice that you've been here for so long. It's very, very rare you get that. It's one of them businesses, and because we're from Wrexham as well, I was born and bred here, my dad's been here since the 60s. I mean, 69 we had the stalls, but my dad's been here since the early 60s. He's very well known, everybody can approach us. It's brilliant, it is like a family. Well, it is a family.
I suppose people say that, you know, things have kind of perhaps got a bit quiet, or shopping
Yeah.
patterns have changed.
Yes, they have.
And it's always looking back to the good old days. What's kind of been the positives, or what's progress, or what's changed to the better, I suppose, now?
What you mean for us here in this market?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, we've got a habit of thinking on our feet. If we think something isn't doing as well as what it should do, we'll try and analyse why it's not. And if we think it has to go, we got no problems with getting rid of stuff. A lot of businesses, they stick to one thing, they've got a one-track mind. They say, well, listen, we'll try and make it work, almost like flogging a dead horse. We don't do that here. If we think, right, okay, something needs to be finished, we finish it and we'll introduce something else, you see. And we've kept it fresh. I mean, about 7, 8 years ago, we introduced all the Welsh garments, the Welsh souvenirs. You know, it's a very big commitment, to be honest with you, because you're limited to when you can sell it, but when it works, to be honest with you. And we introduced fancy dress, because there's no other fancy dress shops. When that works, that works. I mean, we're very well known for our school uniform, you know, but just recent times, that's declined tremendously, to be honest with you. So we've started to get rid of that, you see. So we're still using the same ethos as if it's not working, get rid of it, but if it's working, we don't touch it. Wrexham is a market town. It should always be promoted as a market town. There should never be an incident or even a theory or anything on paper where they want to get rid of Wrexham markets. The minimum that they should be doing is improving, if that's what they want to do. But in regards to this general market here, we're happy how things are. You got to keep it as the future. I mean, ultimately, the way things are progressing, it's almost as if, like my dad touched on before, as if everybody wants to shop out of town. No, markets are part of the town, and markets always did well during the time of recessions. That's what they were for. You know, listen, we can't afford this, we can't afford that, we'll go to the markets, and that's what we do here, you see. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I sell, or we sell here, is a lot more expensive online. We don't do online, but you can go to eBay and you can go to others or whatever, and you'll see the same stuff as me, but a lot more expensive, you see. We want people to come in here. We want people to say, oh, that's a very good price. Town is not dead. Markets are not dead. Come on, let's go back.
How do you feel after 50 years?
I feel very happy. Looking back, I think I've done very well. Looking at the business in Wrexham and what we gone through from the scratch and what we reached, I think looking back, I have done very well to it. Being here after 50 years, when all the big names like Woolworth, Littlewood, all them gone, we're still here, all being well. So this is, I look back and feel proud and what I've done. Very nice is community, just like, I feel it's like part of the community, part of the family sort of thing. Everybody knows everybody, they know us, you know. Even here, when I'm not here, my son's here, and they all, first thing they ask, where is he? Like, you know, because, you know, they get to know, they know the face, you know. So with that, I think it makes me more proud and happier as well. Being part of the community also, like, they had a planning thing to do, demolish this area and make other market, you know, the vegetable market across the way, bigger. And they ask us, if we do decide to demolish it, would you like to move us to the other market? I say, well, if I have no choice, I will come there. Like, you know, how they take a time after a year or so, people from this heritage place, they came in and look at the building and they said, this building is the listed kind of building, you don't verify it. So there is no way they're going to demolish that. And that gave me a bit of a relief as well. From that onwards, I stayed here, like, you know. But when I first came in, back in my mind, it was there. I didn't mind because, you know, business wasn't there. I was just starting a new one. Wherever I am, I have to start from the scratch, like, you know. So at least I had a foothold here to stand. And for a little bit of experience, see if I have to move out somewhere else, little shop or other market, I don't mind joining them. But thank God, after that, when it's settled, so we just settled here, and that's my main business, and that's what I look after, and that's where I work hard. And that's where we get the reward from, like, you know, thank God for that. As I said, looking back, alhamdulillah, we've done really, really well, you know, it's okay. And people come to look here, they say how nice the building is, how nice the atmosphere is, very nice, you know. And I love to be here, actually, you know. As you can see, there's no concrete building, all fresh air, everything, so natural light as well. So this is the part, very nice.
You've touched on other businesses perhaps falling by the wayside, but you stay. A lot of people say, you know, the internet's had impact on trading and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest changes for you, I suppose, that you've seen?
Actually, Wrexham itself, that's my main business is. I think the Wrexham itself, the planning they have done, the council, is really not the same. They made the shopping centre out of town like Eagles Meadow. When they made that Eagles Meadow, the Mark and Spence moved out. They didn't fill that space for years. Boot went out, they didn't fill that space. Then, what's the name, Woolworth closed down. Town went empty and empty, like, you know. And these people across the road here, British Home Store, TJ Hughes, International, they're all been and gone. So the town went empty. So there's two reasons, I think. One is out of town shopping center, which people goes. And like a new generation like yourself, they go online shopping. And that's how the towns are getting empty. But thank God with our line, what we sell here, this is my kind of generation. They would like to see the material, they like to try it on, they feel it, then they buy it. And they won't go online to say, okay, this looks nice. When they try them on, it's nowhere near the quality. So this is a still demand for this type of thing, and that's why we sell here. Plus we do a lot of this Welsh souvenirs and thing, which is a very part of the Wrexham as well. There's hardly any other shops doing this. Like we got a university here now, isn't it? People come from Germany, Russia, they come studying. When they go back, they come buying here. We get a lot of Polish communities here. When they go back holiday, they buy a lot of. So this sort of thing keep you going on. You know, we do move with the time. So this helps as well, like with the business. So thank God, what we are selling is okay. No regret, no nothing. And all being well, I hope I'll still be here another 50 years. So, thank you very much.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. We've got some lovely shops in the town centre, and there's quite a few shops have been here for a very, very long time. But Mr. Anwar in the general market, I mean, 50 years is, as you say, is a hell of an achievement. It's just fantastic. He's got customers that have been coming to him from the very start, but he's also got new customers. You know, his Welsh produce is really, really, really successful. He changes. He's actually really on trend. They're always busy in there, which is lovely to see. I'd say quite simply shop local. Shop local for the town centre in general, for the markets, absolutely, but also for all of the shops. You know, town centres are in decline. We know this. There's many reasons. There's internet, many reasons for that. But you know what? We like to come in. We should, as locals, we should be supporting our town. Wrexham's a great town. There's loads going on. Just make sure come in. Particularly, we've got 6 weeks of the summer holidays now. We'd like to see as many as we can in. We've actually got 3 indoor markets in Wrexham. So we've got the General, as you've mentioned, we've got the Brutches Market here, and we've also got T-Pow. But we also have our very successful outdoor Monday market. So I would say to everybody, use them all. We've got 2 Victorian buildings, which is the General and the Butchers. Stunning buildings, and you know the good people in there, and just come and shop. I'd like to see the markets grow. They're an integral part of Wrexham. They always have been. They're really, really important to loads of the residents, but people come in from outside to see the markets as well. So I'd like them to carry on and get stronger. We need to get improvements. We need to make them look a bit better, but we need customers coming in and shopping. There's good stuff in there. Some of the traders, as I say, have been here for a very, very long time. There's history there. Let's use them and we'll together. So the consultation is out, and I would ask residents of Wrexham, tell us what you want, because we don't know what you want until you actually let us know. So there is consultation out there. If you can fill it in, just fill in what you want, where you can see the markets go, or why you shop in the markets, or if you don't shop, why you don't shop, and we can try and improve that.